Okay, so maybe you might be familiar with seeing that there are millions of dollars being used to go in movements against racism. Yet it seems like racism against black people, it's not decreasing. For me, I see that black people are actually a major part of this. And I'm going to explain you in 5 points how black people make that racism continue to live, even though there can be so much effort put against this racism. Let me go first into it. The point number 1. The whole black slavery story started again from black people. Believe it or not, that's the reality. The slavery of black people couldn't exist if black people themselves didn't contribute to make the slavery exist. How did it work? The most powerful would trade the less powerful. In order for him to survive, they would trade the less powerful, and then that's how the slavery got life, and it kept on increasing. When one kingdom would be poor and need more money, they would actually sell the other kingdom, which is less powerful than them, in order for them to make money. And I think it's something which actually launched that slavery. And with that, it's really simple to understand that the first point of slavery actually started from black people. If they were not involved into it, it wouldn't happen the way it is now. Second point, teaching how inferior black people are to each generation. Actually, for me, I've seen these less black people try to teach the generations after them that we are not inferior, but we are all equal. And I see more parents, or maybe I should say generation, more things, more rumors or news which spread among black people, actually to teach that black people are inferior. One generation teach to another one that, oh, we failed in this, we are not good at this, we were enslaved, and all these things. Those are the things which actually keep on teaching one generation after another that we are not actually as good as others, we are inferior. And that is one of the things which makes that when there is a new generation which comes, instead of the generation to work on themselves, they work first on removing in their mind that they are actually inferior. It's, for example, the case of most black Africans. Instead of having the time to work on themselves, to feel participating in the development of the world and everything going on in the world, the first thing which they have to fight first is to fight for being recognized or being at the same level or at the same place with everyone in the universe. And that makes that we actually work a lot in first recognizing ourselves before we start working on the progress as others are progressing. Point number 3, associating failure to color skin. And you will majorly see this when there is a black person and he comes, maybe I can say earlier, to a meeting. They're like, why are you living like a white man? Like, it seems like doing mediocre, doing bad things, failing in what you do, it's something which is only associated to black people. And when there is a black person who does well, it sounds strange, when it actually shouldn't be like that. And we keep on teaching to each other as black people that if you are doing well, then you are not a black person. If you're failing in what you're doing, then that's what belongs to black people, which is not actually, again, a good thing. And that makes more black people to keep on tolerating wrong things, opening a business but you are not serving the customer care very well, because that's how black people we are. Actually, that's facts of putting on every mediocre thing on black people. It's one of the things which actually kill black people and makes that racism could have a place to still continue. Point number 4, seeing as black people who are successful are lucky or privileged. And it's something which actually I don't understand myself. Why do we always associate people who were among us black people and actually came out of us, maybe made it into Hollywood, maybe in politics, become the president of the US, or anything which can happen which is actually success, we quickly as black people associate it to luck or just simply privilege, when it's actually not. Everything which you work on have usually a result which comes after it. If, as I said before, when we work on our things, we let them to be mediocre just for the reason that we think everything which is black can be bad, it's okay it being so. That's the simplest fact, that we are probably going to get doomed in everything that we do. The moment we decided, oh, let's now work on our things without saying that you're black people, and just work on it and do it as everyone else is doing it, in order, in simplicity, in being organized in everything that we do, we can still have a lot of successful people and find it to be a very normal thing. The moment we see that those ones who are successful are really privileged, it's okay for us to live in the hood and have everything which is dirty and have everything which is not organized. That moment we lose our ability of teaching others that we are also valuable, and that makes that racism keep on living because we don't actually work on our things properly, which makes that we are not successful. 5, this is one of the facts which I really think should be taught to every black person, is that black people keep on teaching other black people that people who are not black are against black. And you will majorly see this everywhere, especially I noticed this when I've been traveling, like going in countries where there are not black people. You will quickly notice that people or black people who have been living in those countries quickly associate any issue, any problem which can happen to any black person to it being racism. They don't consider any problem or any wrong thing which the black person might have done in order for the result to outcome the way it is or any other thing. They always teach that, oh, if this happened like this, it's because white people are coming to steal in our country. If this happened like this, it's because white people took us in slavery. If this happened like this, it's because all those reasons which are being put there to justify the wrong things which are happening to black people, trying to show as if it's only being done because those guys are not black and then they're doing it now to black people. It's actually very wrong and it should stop. And that makes that we keep on thinking that racism is there when it's not actually there. The gospel in religion actually itself have been already stated to the white people that it have been sent to Africa to put black people into blindry, when actually even in Europe it's there, in the US it's there, wherever on this planet Earth there is religion, and it's not actually a very safe thing for anyone, but everyone is suffering from it. But now in Africa it seems like it's a white man thing which have been done against black people. If we change these 5 points which you just mentioned here, we have a bigger chance of seeing ourselves just as any other human and work on our things just any other human. So thank you for watching this, and I hope we are going to change our mentality and understand that racism has a huge part on which we as black people play on. Thank you. Catch you next time.